All right, folks, we're starting up a new game of Breath of the Wild. Ooh, and my phone volume is on once again, so I apologize. Let me just fix that real quick. Breath of the Wild was under the Nintendo Switch's recommended for um, like fall feels, basically. So I kind of felt like this would be a good game to run. I'm going to be quiet during the cutscene.
Wake up, Link.
All right, we've got movement. So, yeah, this was on Nintendo's recommendations for like games that represent fall well, like the fall feels. So I figured it would be a good route for us to go. I am going to check real quick because I can hear it in my headset. So I just want to make sure we have volume here. All right, we do have volume. Again, I apologize. Um, just like to make sure of these things beforehand before they kind of become an issue because I don't always get sound. So,
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
all right, we're gonna grab some raggedy old clothes. If I remember correctly, they don't even really cover Link up that well. Yeah, like his little midriff is still visible there, but that's all right. We got nothing against that.
Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
Yeah, this game has some absolutely beautiful environments too, so I can see why Nintendo kind of recommends it as like a fall feels sort of thing, especially in the northeast, I believe. It's got a really nice landscape up there.
Link,
So there's a couple things we're going to have to do. Get off of the Great Plateau.
Shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
All right, and we are off. I remember stamina being kind of a huge issue early on in this game. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And I love that they open the game up with this grand shot of Hyrule from, not overhead, but kind of from a high point. We'll grab some stuff. It's been a hot minute since I've even played this game. So, in the playthrough that I did have, I was working on Terrytown and kind of getting that all squared away. Oh, we're gonna take it. That's ours. It's my baked apple now, old man. We're just gonna end up taking a bunch of stuff. It wasn't a glamorous landing, but we made it. Ugh, I forgot how much stamina swimming takes, too. Alright, so there's nothing we can do to this wall here without the bomb. Yeah, the bomb.
Link. Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Alright. It wants us to go up this way. So up this way we shall go. And away we go. We're gonna fight that Bokoblin. Beat him up with our tree branch. Get ourselves a proper weapon here. Gonna break up these tree branches first, though. Probably. Hey, Dragon Metal, how you doing? Good to see ya. Yeah, I had to work most of the day, so I know I haven't been around today. Alright, we don't have a bow yet, so we're gonna kind of make do here. Steal some weapons that hopefully will last a little bit longer. I'd like to have a bow, honestly. So we're going to beat this guy up, and we're going to steal his bow. Oh, how'd that go? Hopefully it was a fun stream. I know sometimes user-created maps can get a little sketch. Nope. I did a bad job. Okay, well that's good. Disappointing that I game overed within the first, like, what? We're not even 10 minutes into playing. But, you know, it's been a while. And I'd already bit off more than I can chew. Were they themed after anything? The maps that you were playing, or were they just kind of, people trying their hand at some stuff? Well, that didn't go well. Oh, the practice didn't go well either? We're gonna steal all this guy's stuff. Okay. Is it, like, time saves and stuff like that that you're trying to get used to doing? Gonna run through and grab some of this stuff. Excuse me. Okay, and how was Boomer not working as number 2 for you then? Were you having some problems with that? 'Cause I know personally I'd have problems with that. I know I kind of talked to you about that a little bit, though. And how's it? Okay. So how was that working out with Chill Penguin, then Eagle, then Mammoth, then Boomer? I know I'm at least going to get the Great Plateau done tonight. At least get this started off right. I was originally going to do Dragon Quest Builders, and ooh, yeah, that RNG on that dive isn't great. And I know you can deal damage when he's diving, um, but that ends up getting a little hairy as it is, because then you have to time when he's diving. You have to shoot and then jump like immediately, and it gets. I've done it before, but it's not the best. It's not easy. So, well, it's not easy without taking a boatload of damage anyway. But yeah, I was gonna do Dragon Quest Builders tonight, and they kind of have this thing. When you play that, it's a little strange. So that wasn't necessarily the greatest. Where they actually raise the pitch of the sound that's in your game, and the sound of your voice, and it's got something to do with like the Japanese union, I guess, for those games. Or not for those games in particular, but for like them trying to protect their voice talent and their musical talent, and so they distort the audio. Yeah, it's for copyright purposes. And Square Enix is a little strange as far as that goes, but um, it's one of my favorite games of all time, honestly. And so while I would absolutely love to get a solid stream going on that, I'm kind of wary based on the copyright issues that they have with it. Hey Zelda boy, how you doing this evening? Yeah, Zelda games are great, honestly. Um, I haven't played this game so much since it launched, and this is actually the first Switch game that I had. I played it constantly. Um, so I figured now that I can stream it because I got my Elgato, that I would enjoy streaming this for you all. So, and I'm doing well. Hope you're having a great night, and I appreciate you joining us here. And hope you're doing well. Come on, buddy, let's go. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Come on. Come on. Show me the shrine. Cool, cool. Alright, so this is going to get us started on the Great Plateau. We can kind of get cracking there. Yeah, the new Smash looks insane so far. They've got a really solid lineup, and it's shaping up to be a really good game. I mean, I'm not too affected as far as character choices and stuff go. Okay, cool. Well, thank you, Zelda boy. I appreciate that. Absolutely appreciate that. Um, yeah, Zelda's a good character. I haven't played the new one so much as like uh Ryu and Mega Man go, to be perfectly honest with you. I was always more of a yeah, stream work. I was always more of like a Marth Fox and then like Jigglypuff and Ness kind of guy. So I got two characters that are faster and quicker to use, and two characters that are slower and hit a little bit harder. But yeah, so I haven't played this game since pretty much the launch of the Switch, and I'm excited to play it again because I remember it being an extremely good game. I do recall being a little disappointed by the uh, Divine Beast dungeons. Which Pokemon are you waiting for, Zelda boy? Are you waiting for the Pokemon Let's Go, or are you waiting for like the I don't want to call it the proper Pokemon because they're all proper Pokemon, but like the next 3D adventure kind of in the style of the older games? Because I'm excited for all of it myself. Um, although I'm a little more excited about like the more classic style. Which are you? Are you Team Pikachu or Team Eevee, Zelda boy? Out of curiosity. Alright, that's our Magnesis rune. And Dragon Metal as well. Are you Team Pikachu or Team Eevee? I am Team Eevee. But I'm on the losing side on that usually. Because I've got my opinions. Yeah, Pikachu with a Light Orb and Volt Tackle is just insane. Get some of these blocks out of the way here. Well, so I heard you can't evolve the starters in the Pokemon Let's Go games, which I am not thrilled with. So I would probably end up going with Pikachu just because the Pikachu in Let's Go would end up being more useful, just from having Volt Tackle and all the power that they've pumped into like a Pikachu in itself. But I do very much enjoy Eevee much more as a Pokemon, just because I am a sucker for all of the Eevee evolutions. In my Pokemon Moon, I don't have Ultra Moon. but I have Pokemon Moon, and I've got all of the Eevee evolutions at level 100 with kind of like my preferred move sets on them and everything like that. And there's a couple interchangeable parts to the team, obviously, because there's more than 6. But they're really fun to use. So I'm a little biased towards Team Eevee as far as that goes. Yeah, Flareon and Jolteon are great. I'm more partial to I mean, Sylveon's just a monster, but all the fairy types are really good in the newer Pokemon games. So that's, calling the sky blue. The anime is really good. Have you been watching the Alola Pokemon series, the anime? Because I haven't watched it much, I'll be honest. But I've caught a couple episodes of it, and I really like the direction that they took the art style compared to some of the older anime. Oh wow, so it's been a while for you, Dragon Metal, huh? And then just out of curiosity for my own knowledge, are you guys getting sound all right from the game? Because I can turn it up a little bit or adjust it if need be. I would prefer that you guys be able to hear the game here, not to interrupt the conversation we were having. But yeah, I really like the direction that they took the artwork. I think it was a smart move, and I don't know, it's looks really nice now. Okay, here, let me adjust it up just a little bit. Yeah, I think they should have kept the left-handedness that was kind of classic Link, but I mean, there's not much you can do with the changing thing here. I'm not sure which language you speak. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say Portuguese, to be honest. And I don't think X had much of a choice, or Mega Man for that matter, or Rockman. You're right. I don't think they had too much of a choice just because they're kind of robots. I mean, not robots, but I think the left-handedness is just kind of an inherent part of their design that they probably didn't get too much say in. Did I mark that one already? Yeah, I marked that one already. There's the third one over there. Okay, well that's really cool. Was Doom Guy originally left-handed? I honestly haven't paid too much attention. Yeah, Japanese would be a cool language to learn. I think French is a very pretty language, personally. I think German is a cool language as well. Not a lot, unfortunately, not a lot of practical use for German in over here in the States, but it's definitely a cool language. And it'd be really cool going overseas. Huh. You know, it's been a while since I've played the Doom games myself, but I think that's a cool thing, honestly. Ooh, my phone is like violently vibrating. Alright, usually try and sneak in here. Because these guardians usually give me a bad time. Yeah, personally, I haven't played Doom in a very long time. That's not something I necessarily would have noticed. Alright, we snuck in. We're all good. Thankfully, those guardians won't give me a hard time this evening. I'm gonna move some stuff here. What are your favorite Zelda games, if I can ask? I always think that's an interesting conversation. Rather, what are your favorite Zelda games and what did you like most about them? And I am not good enough, unfortunately, to deflect the lasers with a BOGO shield. Yeah, I've heard good things about both. I mean, I've played the old Doom, but I've heard good things about the new Doom as well. All right, and why are those your favorites, if I can ask? Not saying you're wrong, just looking for a little bit of information. Because I agree. Specifically Majora's Mask. The original Majora's Mask, that is, I think is the absolute best Zelda game of all time. Oop. All right. That was a little close to that. Where'd that baked apple go? I found, if you can still hear me, I found that if you hit the pause button and then play button, it'll unfreeze it. At least in my experience. And I don't know why it does that. It just kind of does. Alright, let's go get this treasure chest. Can't remember if we actually need that ball there for anything. Doesn't look like we do. I think that's just to help you kind of understand that you can launch yourself or the bombs. Yeah, I'm not sure why Twitch does that, but it just seems like giving it a quick little bump there is good. And thank you very much for the follow, Zelda boy. I appreciate that. I absolutely appreciate that. For the... Yeah, for the follow. I said that. I'm sorry. I absolutely appreciate the follow. No, yeah, that's absolutely totally fine. I'm just trying to read it here. Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think it's an incredibly well designed game. Actually, I think both of them are incredibly well designed games. Um, as far as Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask go. Um, and I love the story behind Majora's specifically. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Beat up some keys. Yeah, thank you, thank you. All the follows are appreciated. Gets us closer to affiliate status, and I love seeing that you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out. So I absolutely appreciate it. I don't know why I did that. All right, so I know we need to get cold weather gear still. I can probably blow open that thing over by the Temple of Time. Well, did you hear that Linkle, the female AU Link, is in Hyrule Warriors? That is a thing. Not saying it's like an official Zelda game necessarily, but I think it's cool that they decided to include Linkle in something. I need to stop slamming this. Take a swing with some of these Bokoblin arms. Now, unfortunately, I cannot for the life of me remember what I need for the cold weather clothes. I think I need a fish, which I have. But I can't remember what all goes into that. Just went and launched him. I am not a speedrunner, unfortunately. Um, and I don't always know what I'm doing. So I apologize if it Do you need the cold weather gear for that, or do you just skip over that whole part? Yeah, I personally am not great at speed running most things. Tend to be a little more casual. Yeah, I was thinking about trying to pick out like a harder route here. Do I need to eat any spicy food or anything like that to get up to the top there? And yeah, this game is really cool, honestly. Oh, he's got the arm. Yeah, they kind of went like next level with the Wind Waker effects. Where it's got kind of that poof to it. Alright, if I remember correctly, you can get spicy peppers outside, kind of in that camp up there. Gonna let this spread here. Not spreading as quickly as I was thinking it would. Yeah, the fire's pretty, and it makes an updraft that you can use for the paraglider that you get. And when you make the dish, is it only spicy peppers? Like you do 5 of them together or whatever? Come on. Okay. And I'm just kind of waiting for the fire to take care of this. I forgot it doesn't spread super fast. So I apologize for that long sequence there. Okay, then I'll probably just cook um, the spicy peppers by themselves. It was a little anticlimactic, I would say. I was hoping for more explosions on the inside there. Trying to figure out what I can reasonably climb. I'm not used to not having a lot of stamina, unfortunately. Oh yeah, there is. There absolutely is. Doesn't that reduce the durability of the shield, though? Yeah, we didn't get very far. Ah, see, I don't even have the Hylian shield yet. Oh, no problem, Dragon Metal. Oh, and does it really not take anything when you are on snow? Ooh. Alright, let's get some arrows off this guy. Okay, good to know. I actually made it all the way through the game without knowing that. So I appreciate that. Grab a bunch of stuff here. Alright. Cook these up. I don't actually know. I don't know how I made it through the whole game without knowing about shield surfing, to be perfectly honest. But hey, I did. That's a Keese eyeball. I wanted an apple. Alright, let's climb us a mountain. Warm poor Link up. Ugh. Could you imagine eating that, though? Like, whoops, I thought these were apples. Here, have some baked apples. And they're just like these, like, juicy, giant eyeballs. It'd be awful. Yeah, basically. That is the exact correct response. No, I will not eat that. Let's keep heading up. This one's the Cryonis rune, I think. All right, duly noted. Well, I appreciate it. Like I said, I don't really speedrun games, so I just kind of play them for fun. Get this chest up here. I honestly love the spear weapons in this game. Oop. Yeah, I absolutely appreciate folks who can speedrun. Dragon Metal was actually helping me with Mega Man X yesterday, and X2 as well, which was super appreciated. Yeah, there's something to be said about folks who can speedrun games like that. I just, I am not one of those folks more often than not, so this is a little more relaxed and casual of a stream, usually. Oop. Get on it. Oh, alright. Oh, that's fine. You were perfectly helpful. I don't want you to feel bad about that at all. I just kind of tend to take the route of being chill and relaxed during my streams, as opposed to I don't know. I don't like being in go mode all the time, you know? Because I spend 8 hours a day in go mode at work. So being able to take it a little easier when I play games is kind of my way to relax. And I enjoy sharing that with you all. So I appreciate that you're willing to tune in and hang out and spend some time here. I can't say that I know, nor am I particularly aware of the fact that Minecraft has an ending these days. Um, Back when I played Minecraft, it was completely open world. So yeah, no, I've been especially appreciative of you, Dragon Metal Princess. I totally have enjoyed your company through these streams. Yeah, I didn't even know that there was an Ember Dragon, I'm gonna be honest. Because back in my day, no, I played Minecraft kind of when it first came out, and then lost not interest per se, but um, track of it, I guess, as as I got a little bit older, and the servers that I was playing on shut down and all that kind of stuff. I have a feeling I'm gonna get popped. Oop. All right. Well, we're just gonna roll on down here, and that was fine. That worked out just fine. Oh, nice. I'm not sure what the world record is for a Minecraft run like that, to be honest. But it might be worth checking out if you can get like a solid video of it. You might be able to submit it because that sounds like a really good time based on kind of the pacing of Minecraft. Yeah, I enjoy slow-paced games like that, or games you have to think about. Oh, nice. Well, you should still submit a speedrun video to the I can't remember what they're actually called, but the speedrun people. Because I think that would be probably good enough to place at least to get yourself on the leaderboard. Oop, can't do that yet. All right, well, fair enough. Yeah, I agree. I think that would be really cool to see. Yeah, this game is, if it's anything, it's pretty. This game is absolutely pretty. Oh, that's fair. It takes folks a while usually to kind of get their setup going. Excuse me, giant ball of death. Alright, I'm probably going to get more health with the first 4 spirit orbs that we have. Just because we're kind of in a sad way here as far as health goes. We get borked pretty easily. Yeah, the setup part honestly can take quite some time. And the built-in laptop webcams aren't bad necessarily. Mine isn't the greatest, but yeah, it's an older webcam, but it serves its purpose just fine. Goodbye. All right, well, that's a better bow than something we have, I guarantee that. Oh, see, that's where I really don't know, I'll be honest with you, because my I'm streaming off of my Switch right now, but I had to do a pass through, so I'm using my gone flying off the plateau. I'm using a capture card to capture the video from my Switch, which is over here, to my computer, which is right here, and it's using a pass through to a TV that's on my desk that's right here, and I have the webcam on top of my TV. So it took a while to get set up, and get everything working properly. But as far as streaming directly off of a console, I honestly don't know because I haven't streamed off of like a PS4 or anything like that. Oh, to get off of the plateau early, you send the boulder flying and hang on to the boulder. I love that they included the Temple of Time in this one, honestly. I think that was a smart move. Oh, really? Hmm. Yeah, I was not aware that you could use the boulder and fling yourself to the Temple of Time, honestly. Yeah, we're definitely getting a heart container here. Because we are definitely getting beat up. Alright, old boy's over here. Alright. Climb the ladder. Yeah, we can go up here.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come.
All right, I'm gonna grab a glass of water real quick because my throat's getting a little dry from streaming so much yesterday. So I will be right back in just a sec.
I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives. Those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of
princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous man who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then you were taken to the shrine.
All right, I am back.
Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda.
Ooh.
Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself.
I cannot get over how pretty this game is all the time.
Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link.
I keep watching it over on my stream preview because my TV's a little bright.
You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon.
And I kind of like the color palettes over there a little bit more.
Somehow,
I'll be honest.
control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point.
So I know Vah Ruta is the
I suggest that you make your
the
way
usual
to one of the villages in the
first, like,
down to Kakariko Village. There you will
the
find
first divine beast people tend to go to
she will tell you more.
as far as difficulty goes.
Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the
I kind of been
precise
thinking about
location
maybe
of
doing a
the
different
village.
path.
Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
I know I'm not good enough to just go straight and fight Calamity Ganon over in Hyrule Castle. We did not get the cold weather clothes. Alright, I definitely want the soldier's bow, though. We're going to drop one of these Boko bows and pick up the soldier's bow. And we are off. But yeah, so normally Vah Ruta is the first place people tend to go after Kakariko Village. And I'm not sure that I want to do Vah Ruta first. But as far as format, I want this to be more of like a Let's Play style, as opposed to a speedrun style. Just because if I do kind of the speedrun style, some stuff kind of gets lost for the folks that enjoy the story and the goofing around in the gameplay a little bit. Again, not that there's anything really wrong with more of a speedrun style, but it's not really my style necessarily. And that's the nice thing about this game, is you can play it any way you want, you can do it in any order you want, and it's not really like a strict pathing. So the shrines are helpful because they get us spirit orbs, and spirit orbs turn into 4 spirit orbs turn into a heart container, or they turn into a like a stamina seed that gets us more stamina. Let's see, that's to go back. Oh, all right. I think they want us to jump from up here. Maybe. No, that seems further, honestly. Probably from up here then. Nope. Maybe just from up here? Nope. Alright. I'm just gonna skip that chest. I'm gonna be honest. Sorry, there was a loud noise outside just now. Kind of threw me off. Alright, we're just gonna head off towards Kakariko Village. And we're gonna ignore the skull goblins. Alright, so we are definitely gonna hit that tower on the way over. We should be able to tame a horse here in a second, too. Once we get to, like, over by Kakariko Stables. Oop, alright, that didn't work out as well as I had hoped. Alright, we popped him. Got the chest opened up. I'm gonna steal a bunch of their stuff. Another shield wouldn't hurt. Take some of their food. Steal whatever goodies they had. Ooh, if we head over this way, we can pop open the cave here. Eventually. Oh, and I thought it was like a full cave, but it's not. That's 50 rupees in the bank. We are gonna get a move on towards this tower. I like to collect the monster parts because they end up being, oh, jeez. Alright. He had a traveler's sword. Yeah, I like to collect the monster parts because they end up being useful for upgrading the equipment as you go. I'm gonna die quite a few times. Gonna throw that out there as well. That is a thing to look forward to here. Why did that not explode? That's fine. He blew it up anyway. Is there even anything in here? There wasn't anything in here. Oh, that's just butts. I don't want the Korok leaf. Alright, well, we will take that guy's stuff, at the very least. Gotta get something for our troubles, right? gonna swing on over this way, and we will get the Dueling Peaks Tower. To those of you that are here, that are lurking or just hanging out, I also just want to say how much I appreciate you as well. It's definitely helpful. If you like what you're seeing, by all means, please leave me a follow. That also helps. If not, I mean, I respect it. Just, I appreciate you hanging out with me and checking out the stream. It's always good to have folks in here and knowing that my content is reaching people. That absolutely helps. So, that's going to be my shameless little plug here. And thank you. But yeah, so in the meantime, I'm trying to figure out the possible route that I want to take after we get to Kakariko. Like I said, Varuta tends to be the like easiest route to go with the Zoras. But I perhaps would maybe like to do something with a little more challenge than that. I've tried doing the Rito first. There's a lot of monetary grind that goes into that. Just getting the Snowquill stuff so you can withstand the cold. But it's definitely helpful to have that stuff at the very least. And I like the Rito area. I think the Rito area is very pretty. I know the desert is really rough to do first. To go to Vanaburis Vanaburis and do the Gerudo area. I'd like to avoid that if at all possible. But in general, I'm pretty open to suggestions as far as where to go. Wanted to get this rush shroom. Helpful once you have the climbing bandana. Excuse me. Nope. No. Ah, don't do it. The Flamebreaker gear isn't difficult to get, so it is not recommended, but possible that I could do the Goron area first. I think you just have to get 5 lizards. 5, like flame-proof lizards or whatever it actually is called. So I could definitely do that first, should I choose. I don't think there's anything up there that I can get. Oh, yeah, no, because you can just walk right up here. Okay, yeah. me just let that fall into place. Oop. We missed a little bit there. Missed again. Alright, there we go. Now this one, I want to stasis so that I can get the chest that's up there. Keep the button stuck down, and then we've got a nice little path to the chest. And we get the climber's bandana, which increases our climbing speed. It's always a nice thing to have. Alright, and that is a completed shrine. Good stuff. But, so yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, because I can do the Goron area first if I want a little bit of a challenge. Or I can try and grind some money and do the Rito area. But if at all possible, I think I want to avoid doing the Zora area first. Just because I kind of recall that being the easiest area. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but, you know, it's nice to challenge yourself every now and then. Just a little bit. But, so we have completed the Great Plateau area for those just joining us. Trying to figure out what we want to do next. I know, first things first, I'm going to wallop these guys. Nope, don't do it. Eh. Oh, he did it. Alright. Yeah, it's good to challenge yourself a little bit every now and then. You know, I'm not trying to do anything, like, insane, but I would like to try something a little bit more difficult. Oh, I didn't want that torch. Pick up his stuff. We'll head over and we'll bop these last few guys. Or this last guy, rather. And that gets us an open chest. Oh, we're full on weapons, so we're just picking up body parts and stuff here. Do I have anything garbage? Yeah, I got stuff that's garbage. Yeah, I'll pick up another club. Ooh, never mind. Screw the club, I want the boomerang. Boomerangs are fun. I am going to get this rush room, because we're going to need mushrooms to upgrade our climbing gear somewhere down the line. And I have a bad habit of leaving a lot of them. Oh, we need to approach from higher. And I am going to bop this open, take the amber and flint. But yeah, so what's cool about the boomerangs in this game is that they actually legitimately return to you, and you can catch them and use them again. And when you're throwing a weapon, you deal extra damage, so it's kind of like a nice little cycle you can work on. Oh, you're talking about my overlay, which is like down below here where it displays the chat, and then kind of, oh, wrong way, kind of down over that way where it has like my Twitter and YouTube handle, the follower goal, recent followers, stuff like that. Is that what you're talking about? No, so the way I got that set up is I actually use streaming software. I personally use Streamlabs OBS, which is super good software. It takes a little bit to get used to, but it's definitely good software, honestly. And so then I can feed it like my my webcam feed and like my like game feed and stuff like that. And it pushes everything into a usable format for Twitch specifically. That wasn't good. So yeah, so everything kind of runs through Streamlabs OBS and turns into what you see here. And it's super intuitive software too. Yeah, the avatar pick and the banner are nice. I also recommend, if you do plan to stream regularly, to fill out your like profile section and stuff like that. People tend to like to take a look at some of that stuff, and it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of a social media presence. Though so far I haven't been so great about keeping up on mine, just because it hasn't done much for me yet. But I kind of have a feeling that as the stream grows, that stuff's going to become more pertinent. All right, so that was another 50 rupees. We're up to 100. Not a bad place to be, considering we haven't gotten rupees, or haven't had to spend rupees on anything yet. For those of you who are new to Breath of the Wild in general, you're going to see a familiar face here very soon. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Dragon Metal. Like I said, I tend to like to do stuff a little more Let's Play style than anything else, and it's just because that's what I enjoy. So, some of you will recognize our good friend Beetle here. He's definitely a character. But he's got his little beetle-shaped backpack here, and I thought that was a cool little addition. So let's see, he's selling arrows. I really want to buy the arrows. I think I will. I have issues. I like to use the bows a lot, and I have issues where I don't have enough at any given point in time. We'll grab some bundles of wood. I will take the pitchfork. The pitchfork is considered like a spear type weapon, which is really nice. At least in my opinion, I really like the spear type weapons. Yeah, and I enjoy doing Let's Play style videos, honestly, just because I find them relaxing to watch. I enjoy watching them. Alright, so these guys, I think, yeah, they've got the Great Bandit Misco quest. I think they want me to pay them for information, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So, since I spent rupees, we don't have enough here. And yeah, anything for self-defense. Okay, we need to find ourselves a horse. Now, I'm not sure which one of these horses we're going to end up getting, but if you can think of a good name for a horse, I am all ears. Alright. We're going to name him Thunder Horse? Alright. Sounds good to me. Yeah, it might not be bad to do a Let's Play of Doom 16. You know, you have to play what you enjoy. And that's how you're going to, that's how you're going to make good content, honestly. This one's a very middle-of-the-road horse, but that's fine. We don't have much, in the way of... Alright, let's see. Would Thunder be okay? Are you okay with it being named Thunder instead of Thunder Horse? Because we only get 9 characters here. So we can just call it Thunder Horse. Alright, cool. Thunder the horse, also known as Thunder Horse. Alright, so we have a horse. It is a Thunder Horse. I don't think there's anybody here that can customize said horse. So we're going to be on our way with our terribly unruly horse. We have to soothe it to make sure that it's going to listen. Eventually it'll get to 100%, but from the get-go it's not going to be a very well-behaved horse. Oop, we just killed a bird. That's a pretty horse, at least. I'm aware of Brendan Small, but I didn't know too much about anything he has personally, honestly. I think that's cool. I used to have an Epiphone EB0. And I'll be honest, I miss it. Alright, we're gonna get off and talk to this goofball. Oh, we don't have to. It's Hestu. We need to get old boy's maracas back. Alright. Alright, that's the pitchfork. You know what, let's use the broadsword. Okay, I need to eat something, because I just got bopped. And we're just going to take everything. I'm going to drop this shield because this shield is becoming garbage. We'll use that Dink Dunk Boko Club. I'm going to have to take a look at the design of that once I'm off stream. I know I know Epiphone and Gibson are pretty much as good as it gets for the most part, but they're also very pricey because they're name brand. So if they're just as good, honestly, I'd say that's definitely the route to go. Yep, and this guy's nice because he gives us more inventory space. Are they just going cheaper production or cheaper cheaper materials or... Yeah, and Hestu's definitely helpful as far as the inventory expansions go. Because we're going to need all the inventory we can get. Ooh, speaking of which... the Korok puzzle right there. Now, I can't remember if the second expansion here is also only one seed. Like, if I were to do a not bow expansion. So we're going to try and find out while we've got Hestu here. Let's expand our weapon stash. That's fair. Absolutely fair. Alright, so now Hestu's going to head off. Now we can meet him in the Korok Forest once we have some more seeds. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Link is adorable, and there's some really nice looking outfits in this game for Link, honestly. And you even get the ability to dye the outfits. So you can even do some color matching and stuff like that. Which I think is super cool. Okay, for some reason I thought that was a thing. Yeah, we gotta get Link out of these rags, that's for sure. So, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get the shrine here. Yeah, back then there was a limit, but it wasn't as hard of a limit. In this one, so like Thunder Horse has 2 like sprint stamina bars. But you can, once you increase your own stamina, you can catch horses that are a little less docile, I guess, with like a harsher temperament. But with the harsher temperament comes like higher stats, so they can run faster and they can dash longer and they can do all that good stuff. Alright, so this is where we're supposed to be learning about side hops. Yeah, this is where they teach you how to fight properly. Yeah, I mean, they really improved the combat in this game, honestly. It's to the point where you've got people, that's why people can speed run this game in like 10 or 20 minutes, honestly. Because with the um, openness of the world, you can honestly head straight into Hyrule Castle and go fight Calamity Ganon. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Electric Head. I appreciate that. I absolutely appreciate that. So, yeah, so what's nice about this game is you can go anywhere you want, but you can also head straight to fight Calamity Ganon. So you've got people running in there with like sticks and pot lids and stuff. And it's those battle mechanics that make it so that they can fight. They can fight Ganon right off the bat. We're gonna use the Traveler's Shield. But so like the there's these things called Guardians for those who aren't super familiar, and they can shoot these big crazy laser beams, and the laser beams in early game, especially when you've got, you know, you're running around basically naked, the laser beams are instant death, basically. I mean, you saw the Bokoblins were pretty much instant death. And so they'll run up to these guys, and if you perfect parry one of the laser beams, it fires back and it blows up the Guardian. So you've got people doing perfect parry with pot lids and like going around fighting Ganon and Ganon's minions with you know, like sticks and clubs and stuff like that they're just finding. And it's definitely interesting to watch some speed runs of this game, I gotta say. Now, I do need to sell some stuff. That is a thing that's going to happen. Because there's a great fairy up there. Yeah, or my mind also goes to like Mega Man 2, like not X2 but 2, where you can or in Flashman stage, I want to say, where they kind of like boot and they take up the whole screen, and they just kind of whomp you just immediately. I remember there being some quests and stuff here. Could very well be wrong. Yeah, so so I've played Mega Man 2 and I am not great at it. But yeah, in Flashman stage it's all about dodging that garbage, and boy howdy is it garbage. All right, we're going to sell the amber. And we're going to sell the opals. But yeah, like it gives you like heart palpitations while you're trying to dodge this stuff, because it's just like boop and you're gone. That's a game that I'm also not particularly great at running, though. Yeah, there's no wall jumping, and there's hardly like a dash or a slide or anything like that. I mean, you get the slide, but it's not useful. All right, where is clothing shop? There it is. We're gonna try and get some new duds. 60, 120, and 90. So we can get this stuff. And I think the first Great Fairy was 100. I could be wrong, but we need more armor regardless. We need to get out of this weird, torn up midriff thing we got going on. Now we are definitely looking better. Yeah, Mega Man 11 is supposed to be a good game, honestly. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And with it being part of the early Mega Man, well, I don't want to say early, but with it being part of the not X series, but like the main series, they've been putting a lot of work into kind of their classic revamp of Mega Man. And I think it was a smart choice. And it seems to be paying dividends, you know, between 9 and 10 and 11.
It has been quite a long time, Link.
All right, I'm trying not to talk over her.
Older now, but you remember me, don't you? Huh? Oh. Huh. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Of course, we're prepared to risk our life for the greater good. If I'm not mistaken, we've got another cutscene here. Which we do. So with that being the case, I am going to take a brief stretch here, and then I will address the chat. I will be right back.
Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages. This evil has been turned back time and time again by a warrior wielding the soul of a hero and a princess who carries the blood of the goddess. With the passage of time, each conflict with Ganon faded into legend. So listen closely as I tell you of this legend that occurred 10,000 years ago. Hyrule was then blossoming as a highly advanced civilization. Even the most powerful monsters posed little threat to the denizens of the realm. The people thought it wise to utilize their technological prowess to ensure the safety of the land should Calamity Ganon ever return. They constructed 4 mechanical wonders that came to be known as the Divine Beasts. They also built a legion of autonomous weapons called Guardians. The Divine Beasts ships were piloted by 4 individuals of exceptional skill from across the land, and thus the plan to neutralize Ganon was forged. Upon Ganon's inevitable return to Hyrule, the princess and the hero fought alongside these 4 champions against this ancient evil. The Guardians were tasked with protecting the hero as the divine beasts unleashed a furious attack upon their terrible foe. And when the hero wielding the sword that seals the darkness delivered his final blow, the princess used her sacred power to seal away Calamity Ganon. Oh.
I don't know. I think it was, and I'm back. I think it was a push for like a revival of classic gaming. With the 2D side scrollers and stuff being popular through like Twitch and stuff like that. All right, so our new goal is to go to Hatino Village, where we can fix essentially parts of the Sheikah slate. But she wants us to free the divine beasts. So this is the longer version of the game. Excuse me. Yeah, this is the longer version of the game that requires that you free the divine beasts and I already forgot. Forgot how many spirit orbs I have. And I don't remember where to see that. So we're just going to check here. But yeah, it requires you to free the divine beasts. And by defeating portions of Calamity Ganon that have taken over the divine beasts, you gain special abilities based on what the 4 champions used to specialize in, essentially. And it helps you not only to fight Ganon, but also to just stand a better chance in general, exploring the world and such. We're going to grab all these fireflies. You know, we're going to wait till daytime. That's when Kakariko Village is kind of bumping. But yeah, so they give you special abilities that are definitely helpful, especially for the exploration and combat parts. Alright, He helps us unlock our memories. We already bought new clothes and cute outfits. Thank you very much. They're not there yet. You know, we're going to head up and we're going to visit the Great Fairy first. I did that poorly. That creature is worth rupees. We're just gonna go and grab some stuff that's hanging out around here because it's free. Silent Princess is definitely helpful for upgrading stuff. Alright. So this is our Great Fairy, our very first one. So fewer people have come to pay tribute to her, and she can help us upgrade our stuff. But she needs money. Go figure. So the more great fairies we find, there's 4 in total, the more we can upgrade our stuff. So this is Kotera. In all of her glory. So what I like is that each one has their own personality. They're not just kind of a static character. And I think that's really cool. Alright, so she can upgrade our stuff here. Yeah, they're gorgeous, honestly. She can upgrade each one of our things once. So I think we're just going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to let this little cutscene play the first time. But as you can see, it increases our armor rating on everything. And then the clothes we're wearing excluded because we're basically just wearing a basic set of armor. And there's like a soldier set of armor that's made of iron that's also just a basic set of armor. But like if we got the complete climber set and we upgraded everything here twice for the climber set, it gives us an additional bonus. See, she's talking about set bonuses. How sets of clothes enhanced twice could have a bonus. But that ends up being super useful too. So this is why we were picking up all those monster parts earlier. Because we can just upgrade everything right away here. Now with her power, she's only going to be able to upgrade everything once. Once we open up a second Great Fairy, all the Great Fairies will have enough power to upgrade everything twice, and third one leads to 3, and so on. But this is a significant armor boost over the old shirt and stuff that we were wearing. And we can come back and visit her whenever we like, which is also nice. We're going to whistle for Thunder Horse, who's going to meet us roughly halfway. Head back into town. And then there's going to be some quests we can do here. Quick little things that'll get us some money and various other things. And additionally, everybody's awake. So let's start saying hello to some folks. The Giga clan, is also going to be an issue eventually. So he just gave us a pumpkin. But the Yiga clan is going to come into play a little bit later. Not necessarily right away. Guy grows carrots for a living. I'm standing like uncomfortably close to this guy. He's saying swift carrots are good for us. Now there's somebody around here somewhere that wants us to catch all the cuckoos. Yeah, that old nutshell. I think it's one of the people who lives here. But we, of course, have to find that person first. What's cool is that there's folks that travel between the towns and stuff, and they remember whether or not they've met you, and they sell stuff, and like this guy's gonna sell us some stuff. Says that he buys stuff from Kakariko Village, and you know, generally just a cool guy. I cannot, however, for the life of me. We're gonna wait till noon. I can't remember where the people with the quests are, which doesn't help me much. So we may just head on out to Hatino Village. Oh no, this is the Kuko guy. Alright, he's got 10 Kukos total. So there's 3 in there already. And we can go and catch the rest here. Oop, you've got a... Alright, we'll do that in the meantime as well. Yeah, there's a couple things we can do here in Kakariko Village. No, we don't need the tree branch. definitely going to pick up that Traveler's Sword. We'll throw out this Claymore for it. I just need to kind of remember where all of the Cuckoos are. Because so far I've found none. And I wanted to say there was one up here. Yeah, there's one up here. Alright, cool. Alright, Cuckoo 1. There's number 2 right there. We'll head up and grab this second Cuckoo. I want to say there's one behind one of these houses somewhere too. I know there's one on top of one of the houses. What is this? It's a hoe. We are going to take the hoe, actually, over the Traveler's Sword, because it's better. This is kind of paying homage to Anju's old quest from Ocarina of Time, where you have to run around and collect all the Cuckoos. Cuckoos, or whatever people tend to call them. Can't remember if they let you float. Yes, they do. I did unfortunately forget about the little boy there for a moment. So we are going to have to try and remember to find him. I can't remember where he went. Is that a sledgehammer? Yeah, it's a sledgehammer. We're just going to leave that be. Figured that bow wasn't long for this world. Now, I know there's one in, like, the plum fields. I know that one for a fact. We got this little guy here. We'll take him over. Yeah, there's going to be one in the plum field here, which we're not going to be able to get into until nighttime. And then here's another one. Trying to remember which house has one on top of it. There should be 3 left. Oh no, there's only 2 left. So the one on top of the house and the one in the plum field, I think, are the last 2 that we have here. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm having problems. Can't remember when she leaves here. Oh, she left. Alright, we're in here. We're getting this. But I think there's just one left on top of a house. I just have to remember which house it is. We're going to go all the way to the top of the village and kind of work our way down, I think. Not seeing it. Oh, and there it is. It appeared. Ask and you shall receive. Oh no, except I can't fall off the side of the house. Alright, so we got our Cuckoos. Bam. Alright, so it's 50 rupees. We can use those for all sorts of good stuff. Oh, sorry, Thunder Horse is right here. We're going to hop on up and head over to Hatino Village. And look, the Cuckoos already escaped again. I forgot about the kid with the hide and seek. But that's okay. We're just going to leave him alone. He's fine. He probably had to go home for dinner or something. Because he was saying that that is a thing that he would have to do, so... Alright, let's see. What is our path here? Alright, so we just make a left at the fork and we will be fine. Gonna equip something a little less useful than the farming hoe. But yeah, so what I'm going to get back on the Great Fairies because I just looked back at your comment again. What I really like about the Great Fairies in this game is that they all kind of have their own personality. And the one in the Gerudo Desert is an absolute treat. So I can't wait to get to her. She makes me smile. Because you'll see she'll come up out of the water and she'll kind of like... like she drinks some water and stuff. And yeah, she's just a fun time in general. So I am going to try and get that tower since we're headed that way anyway. That's some bokoblins. I'm not worried about them. This is kind of like a guardian graveyard of sorts over here. So we're back into kind of uncharted territory, which is what the towers are helpful for. They took a page out of Ubisoft's book when they did that, as far as how you would normally find stuff in like the Assassin's Creed games. But they even turned the puzzles in this game into a little bit of... I'm sorry, they turned the towers in this game into a little bit of a puzzle. where you have to complete like little challenges per se, in order to be able to access the top part of the towers, or even get onto the tower in general. So like some of them have, there's one where if you get close to it, it's got like a swamp underneath it that'll suck you in if you touch it, and another one with like fire whiz or no, not fire, like thunder whiz robes around it, and it's raining and everything. Oh, we went the wrong way for the tower. But yeah, it's got like whiz robes. Oh, I'm having trouble controlling the horse here. But yeah, so like it's raining and it's got some whiz robes and stuff around it, and okay, gonna let you go, horse. I wanted to read this sign. The equestrian riding course is off to the right. I don't actually recall what it is, but alright, we're gonna leave those moblins alone. That's for damn sure. So I should have been on the other side of the bridge here. I think. Alright, the horse will not join us. So what we're gonna do, I really want that tower, is we're just gonna fly across. I think we're gonna call the horse to us. Alright, they're fighting with mops. Oh, alright. And we got knocked into the water. I planned poorly. Alright. We are not going to be able to make this climb. Put on that climbing bandana and try and speed this up just a little bit. Yeah, we're not going to be able to make this climb. That's what I get for abandoning Thunder Horse, I think. Come on. Okay. Alright. We're going to head back across. We're going to not get knocked off, I say, as I get knocked off. Alright, that was a poor sequence of events. I definitely don't have the stamina to make it up there this time. So we're gonna fall into the water and get popped back up on the ledge here. We need to not get popped. So I'm gonna head off to the side here. There we go. There's the sequence I wanted. Alright, we're going to throw away this Bokoblin arm. We're going to take the mop. I lied. We're going to throw away the mop, and we're going to take this instead. I don't know what that big glowing stream of light is. We're going to find out. We are going to sneak up on old boy here, though. That's the other thing. I really like that they added kind of like they they added some stealth mechanics to this game. Of course, I'm not using any of them like a fool. Alright, I'm just going to run up here. I want to figure out what this stream of light is. I honestly think that's part of the Xenoblade stuff that I don't have too much experience with. Nope. Solid sequence. Alright, we're going to throw that away. Get that Boko Club. And we're going to head on up and get this tower. This is where we are going to go. I think there's things over there killing themselves on the stuff. But yeah, so this is kind of what I was talking about, where they add in like puzzles and stuff to the towers, because there's thorns growing all up and down this, and it's going to make it harder to climb. We are, however, going to put on our climbing bandana. I almost said hat. Ramen's always good. What kind of ramen did you make? I can't remember if you can actually burn these. I think we might try that here in just a sec. Otherwise, we are in risky business. Yeah, we can burn these. We're just going to let those burn real quick. It's going to burn that whole sequence down there, too. Oh, and of course it didn't burn this section. Yeah, I mean, this tower isn't so bad, honestly. It could be a lot worse than it currently is, but it's just sort of an issue of stamina at this exact moment and lack thereof. So we're going to kind of chunk away parts of this to make it easier to climb. And yeah, chicken ramen's actually pretty good. I actually might make some here shortly. Because that definitely sounds like a good late night snack. Alright, so we made it to Hachino Tower. That's going to fill in some more map for us. And it'll give us a nice warp point. But from up here, what we can do, too, is we can kind of look around and see what sort of shrines and stuff we can find in the area. Kind of like we did back on the Great Plateau. Alright, so let's see. We're looking for yellow glowy stuff. Now, of course, since I'm up here, I'm not finding any. Oh, and I guess we're off. Wasn't my intent, but here we go. That's Hatino Village right over there. So that's where we are headed. And we're just going to glide most of the way. Hello? Okay, that was weird. It, locked up for just a second there. Just trying to feel if it's getting hot or not. Alright, so now Thunder Horse is going to meet us over here. The range is surprisingly large on how far the horse can actually hear your whistle. So that is definitely nice. Nope, I goofed. Yeah. Oh. Okay, Thunder's too far away. That's fine, because we've got ways to get Thunder closer. But Hatino Village is a nice little place. It leads to Terrytown side quest, which is these little cube-looking houses over here. But it's a little bit more modern than Kakariko Village, which is the like ancient home of the Sheikah. So, but yeah, oh, nice little place. Yeah, we literally just walked past him. He's like, oh, and we're like, nah, whatever. Ah, I hate this one. All right, so you're gonna have to forgive me because this one's really annoying. So, what we need to do, the appropriate way to do this is to work this thing through here and take it all the way to the end, which I am going to try and do. But it's using the tilt controls of the, yeah, okay. Nope, we're just going to cheese this. It's using the tilt controls on the Switch controller, which are not amazing. I think that was too far. That'll do it. Then the additional goal is to get to that treasure chest that's inside of there. I think I left myself enough space to do. Excuse me. Or maybe I did not. Maybe I did no such thing. Maybe I'm just trash. Alright, so we're going to tip that a little bit more so we can get the treasure chest inside of it. Yeah, so the thing that I don't like about the apparatus shrines, so like shrines like this one where it uses the tilt controls and stuff like that, is that one, it uses the tilt controls, but two, it's frustrating because the tilt controls aren't one for one. The Switch actually has a hard time tracking the tilt. and that makes it terribly frustrating when you're trying to do a puzzle that requires the tilt controls, but your controller isn't following appropriately. Can't remember if there's anything else in this. No, there is not. Alright, so... Oop, I'm doing a bad job. There we go. But yeah, so the tilt controls are not the greatest. And it's annoying, to say the very least. Especially because the Switch is actually over here to the right of me. So it doesn't want to pick up necessarily all the time. Alright, cool. So I'm going to switch back to the Hylian hood, because I think it just looks nicer. It blends really well here. But yeah, so here we are at Hatino Village. A quiet little town. And I do believe... I'm going to save real quick. But I do believe that I'm going to call it for the evening at this point. So if you, again, liked what you saw, please, please, please leave a follow. It super duper helps me out. For those of you who stayed and watched, I absolutely appreciate having you here. I love my lurkers. And yeah, I hope you have a great evening. I will be picking Breath of the Wild back up soon. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great night. And special shout out to Zelda Boy and Electric Head for the new follows this evening. And a special shout out to Dragon Metal for hanging out with me as per the usual. So have a good night, and hopefully I'll see you next time.